So Europe generally, what they do is they have a call for applications, and it might be a funded project where they have a very specific position for you, or it might be a general, more open call for applications.
Can you tell me about the PhD, how you got the PhD admission? Like, what was the procedure?
Okay. So UK, I'm doing my PhD from UK, from England, and UK actually follows a little bit different from other European countries. I had mainly applied for mainly in Europe and UK only. So Europe generally, what they do is they have a call for applications, and it might be a funded project where they have a very specific position for you, or it might be a general, more open call for applications. So this is how it is in mainland Europe, like whether it's Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, anywhere, and you just apply with your CV and motivation statement and just like a couple of references. You don't have to send the reference statements just yet. They'll contact you if you've been selected to the next stage. UK actually follows like a different approach where the first stage of the application itself is quite detailed. So in my case in particular, I've done two or three UK applications where like one or two of them, it was one position in like a very specific project. So it was given that, for example, you had to study. So for example, I had applied to this project at the University of Reading, right? And they were doing a project on like historical climate reconstruction in Central America in the 15th and 16th centuries. So there it was like very specific and very detailed. In my thing, it was more open. I'm doing my PhD at this the Liverhume Doctoral Center for Water Cultures at the Energy and Environment Institute at the University of Hull. So they had a very open call for application saying you are welcome to propose anything that is broadly related to water cultures. That's the only thing that's there because it's a center for water cultures. It can be in Europe or anywhere else in the world, and it can be regarding contemporary issues or the historic past. So, very broad, right? It's rare that you might get something like that usually, but since I got the chance, I kind of went for it because I'd wanted to study reclamation for a long while. So I just proposed something that was kind of related to that. At this first stage, it can be a very broad proposal. My project has changed quite a lot since my proposal, but I had to send in a proposal and then a very detailed application form with all sorts of, they ask for your transcripts, that sort of thing, but they mainly select based on your proposal. And then I had one round of virtual interview and a selection based on that. And then I had to submit a video of me explaining how I'll be able to do this project based on my experience. And that was the final round. So yeah, you could say three rounds based on selection. And then they decided whether to give me a fee waiver or not, and a stipend. Stipend is almost always there. Fee waiver is sometimes because UK also has different rules for fees for home students and international students. And international students usually pay around three or four times the fees that home students have to pay for PhD. Again, UK is different in that way because in mainland Europe, you don't have to pay a fees. You just get a salary or a stipend, that's it. In UK, there's a fee that you have to take care of, and then whether you get a stipend or not. So thankfully, managed to get both. Yeah.